I've spent most of my life driving. Not professionally, not as a trucker or delivery driver. I just always preferred roads to people. There's something comforting about empty highways at night. The hum of tires. The endless darkness stretching beyond your headlights. The feeling that for a few hours, the entire world has been reduced to a narrow strip of pavement. At least, that's how I used to feel. Now I can't drive through Kansas without checking every exit sign twice. And whenever it rains, I stay off the roads completely. Because 4 years ago, I found a place that shouldn't exist. Or maybe it found me. It happened on a stormy night in western Kansas. The date was October 14th. I remember because my phone still displays that date every time it powers on. It was around 2 a.m. I was driving east on a lonely stretch of highway between small farming towns. The weather had turned bad hours earlier. Rain hammered the windshield so hard it sounded like gravel. The sky flashed constantly with distant lightning. The road ahead disappeared behind curtains of water. The nearest town was at least 40 miles away. The radio had become nothing but static. And then my GPS died. 1 second it showed the route. The next, the screen froze. The map vanished. A gray loading icon spun endlessly. Then the entire display went black. I smacked the dashboard. Nothing. No signal. No directions. Just darkness. I pulled over briefly and checked my phone. No service. No internet. No maps. Nothing. That should have worried me more than it did. But I was exhausted. I'd been driving nearly 10 hours. All I wanted was coffee. A place to sit. Maybe wait out the storm. That's when I saw the sign. At first I thought it was lightning. A flash of neon in the rain. Then I saw it again. A glowing yellow sign standing alone beside the highway. The words flickered through the downpour. The Golden Hour. Diner. Open 24 hours. The sign looked old. Really old. The kind of roadside neon you only see in photographs from the 1950s. I slowed down. The diner sat beyond a gravel parking lot illuminated by bright chrome lights. It looked absurdly out of place, like someone had lifted an entire building out of another decade and dropped it in the middle of nowhere. But at 2 a.m., with rain flooding the highway, it looked like salvation. I pulled in. The moment I stepped out of the car, the smell hit me. Coffee. Fresh coffee. And rain. The scent was overwhelming. Almost unnaturally strong. The diner itself gleamed beneath the storm. Chrome siding. Red booths. Large windows glowing warm yellow light. Everything looked spotless. Too spotless. Like a movie set. Rainwater streamed from my jacket as I entered. A bell jingled above the door. Inside, the place was nearly empty. A jukebox played soft music near the far wall. Some old song crackled through hidden speakers. The melody felt strangely familiar. The air was warm, comfortably warm. A waitress stood behind the counter. She wore a bright red uniform. Perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect smile. "Evening, Han," she said. Her voice sounded rehearsed, like she had practiced that exact sentence thousands of times. I slid onto a stool. "Can I get coffee?" "Sure thing, Han." She poured a steaming cup. I noticed her hand never shook, not even slightly. Outside, thunder rattled the windows. Inside, nothing moved. The coffee tasted incredible. Rich, fresh, maybe the best I'd ever had. A few customers sat in booths. None of them spoke. None of them looked at one another. They simply smiled, stared forward, and occasionally took a sip from identical white mugs. The jukebox switched songs, then switched back, then switched again. The same 3 songs repeated endlessly. I checked my watch. 2:17 a.m. Something felt wrong. Not dangerous, just wrong. Like a dream where every detail is almost normal. I decided to leave. I paid for the coffee. The waitress smiled wider. "Y'all come back now." I nodded, walked to the front door, opened it, and stepped through, directly into the kitchen. I froze. Industrial ovens lined the walls. Steam rose from metal counters. The smell of coffee filled the air. For several seconds I simply stood there, confused. I turned around. The front door was gone. Behind me stood a swinging kitchen door, the kind restaurants use for staff. I pushed through it, and found myself back inside the dining area, at the exact same counter stool. The waitress looked up. "Evening, Han." My blood ran cold. She delivered the line exactly as before. Same tone, same smile, same expression. The jukebox restarted. The same song began playing. Every customer sat in the exact same position. I stared at them. No one reacted. No one seemed aware anything was wrong. I hurried to the entrance. Opened the front door. The kitchen again. I tried another exit. Storage room. Kitchen. Bathroom. Kitchen. Emergency exit. Kitchen. Every door led back there. Every single one. Panic crept into my chest. I grabbed my phone. No signal. No time displayed. Just a black screen. The rain outside intensified. Thunder vanished. The storm suddenly sounded distant. Muted. As if the building existed underwater. I approached one of the windows and nearly screamed. There was no highway outside. No parking lot. No rain-soaked fields. Only darkness. Black rain fell through an endless void. Not a night sky. A void. No horizon. No ground. No stars. Just infinite blackness beyond the glass. The diner floated inside it like an island. I stumbled backward. The customers finally turned toward me. Every one of them smiling. Exactly the same smile. Wide. Unmoving. Too many teeth. One man raised his coffee mug. "Gee whiz," he said. A woman nodded. "Gee whiz." Another customer repeated it. "Gee whiz." Then another. And another. Soon the entire diner echoed with the same phrase. "Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Gee whiz." The smiles never changed. The eyes never blinked. I ran into the kitchen. My breathing became frantic. I searched for a back exit. Nothing. Every hallway curved impossibly. Every door returned me to the dining room. Time stopped making sense. My watch remained frozen at 2:17. The clocks on the walls all displayed different times. None of them moved. The jukebox never stopped. And the smell of coffee grew stronger. So strong it became nauseating. Hours passed. Or minutes. I couldn't tell. Eventually I noticed something strange near the counter. A small display beside the cash register. Several milk cartons sat there. Old-fashioned cartons. The kind schools used decades ago. Missing person notices covered their sides. At first I paid little attention. Then I saw a face. My face. I picked up the carton. My hands shook violently. The photograph was unmistakable. Me. The exact same face. The exact same age. The exact same clothes. Beneath the image were the words. Missing. Last seen October 14th, 1986. I stared, unable to breathe. 1986. 40 years earlier. I turned the carton over. More details. Height. Weight. Description. Everything matched perfectly. A date stamp confirmed it. 1986. 40 years ago. My knees nearly buckled. I wasn't even born in 1986. That was impossible. I grabbed another carton. Different person. Different. Hundreds of missing people. Every carton contained someone who had supposedly vanished decades apart. Yet all the photographs looked recent. As if taken the day before. The waitress appeared beside me. I never heard her approach. "Funny thing about highways," she said, still smiling. "People always think they're going somewhere." I backed away. "What is this place?" Her smile widened impossibly. "The golden hour." "No." My voice cracked. "What is this place really?" For the first time, her eyes moved. Slowly. Toward the windows. Toward the black void. Then back to me. A place between moments. The lights flickered. Every customer turned simultaneously. Every smile remained frozen. Some folks stopped for coffee. The waitress leaned closer. Some folks never leave. The jukebox stopped. Silence filled the diner. Absolute silence. Then I heard something beyond the windows. Footsteps. Hundreds of footsteps. Walking through the black rain. Shapes emerged from the darkness. Human silhouettes. Thousands of them. All standing beyond the glass. Watching. Their faces hidden by the rain. The customers rose from their booths. One by one. Still smiling. Still repeating the same phrase. "Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Gee whiz." The words echoed together until they became meaningless. A broken record. A ritual. A chant. I ran. I didn't care where. Kitchen. Hallway. Storage room. Anywhere. The diner stretched endlessly. Corridors appeared where none existed before. Rows of empty booths extended into darkness. Entire sections of the building seemed impossible, larger than the exterior, far larger. At some point, I found a door marked exit, the first real exit sign I'd seen. I threw it open. Bright headlights exploded before me. A horn blared. I stumbled onto wet pavement. A truck swerved violently. The driver screamed. I rolled across the shoulder of the highway. Rain hammered my face. Real rain. Cold rain. The diner was gone. The parking lot was gone. Only empty fields stretched beneath the storm. I looked at my watch. 2:18 a.m. 1 minute later. State police found me hours afterward. They assumed I'd crashed. They said there had never been a diner anywhere near that highway. No building. No foundation. No records. Nothing. For months I tried convincing myself it was exhaustion. A hallucination. A stress-induced episode. Then the mail arrived. No return address. No postage. Just a plain brown envelope. Inside was a single photograph. A picture of the golden hour. The neon sign glowed through heavy rain. Customers sat inside smiling through the windows. And standing near the entrance was me, holding a coffee mug, smiling exactly like the others. On the back someone had written 3 words. See you soon. I moved away after that. Changed jobs. Changed states. Tried to forget. But every October, during severe storms, strange things happen. My GPS briefly displays a route to a place called the Golden Hour. Old jukebox music plays through my car speakers. Coffee appears on the passenger seat. Hot. Fresh. Impossible. And last week, while driving home during a thunderstorm, I glanced in my rearview mirror. For just a second, I saw a neon light behind me. Yellow letters glowing through the rain. The Golden Hour. Open 24 hours. Following at a distance. Waiting. Patient. Like it knows eventually I'll get tired. Eventually I'll stop. Eventually I'll need coffee. And when I do, I don't think the diner will let me leave a second time.